Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm Duke Skylover. We're in the garage because outside of the garage is a gunboat that I own that apparently I can target. Let me open the garage from inside the base if I can remember where I set that up at. There we go. So to recap what happened last week. I was over here working on, I got a buzzing in my headphones. I'm not sure why. I hope that's not in the stream. I was here working on some automation to have these lights change when I'm connecting and disconnecting the multi-tools. And as I was testing those lights, I was getting some flashes of yellow light. And it turned out that those flashes of yellow light were actually a large ship going by shooting stuff up. So we managed to stop it, or at least get it to go away, in part thanks to this guy, one of the gunships from the Frockhammer, coming by and helping defend it. He took some damage. I have captured it using hacking chips, and I can't get it to move for some reason. It's a small grid, so obviously it's not turned into a station or anything. I have noticed that when these things fight, they tend to go off in a direction and then never change direction. I'm actually starting to wonder if these things even have enough thrust to do anything. Because it's entirely possible that they have tried to change direction. Like they spawn in. When MES spawns them, hey Rumblestrip, how you doing? When MES spawns them, they, I believe, have a preset velocity and direction already. But like this thing's not moving an inch, and I wonder if it actually has something to do with these subgrids that are sitting on top. So we might do a little bit of refit work on this thing to see if we can get it into a working shape. This thing has a lot of subgrids, which is a bit of an issue. So it's got this thing that doesn't work anymore. I can't actually, I can get in here, I guess, if I'm weird. Okay, so it's got some scripts running on it, and there's all these buttons. I don't know, what do all these buttons do? They don't say. I'm going to assume air vents. Does this thing get airtight? This is the... I don't know, I'm just going to push buttons and see what happens. The air vents, I wonder if these are set for status depressurize on. So I wonder if these are supposed to, fill the oxygen tanks or something. It has a lot of ammo in it. It has parachutes in it. This thing is also atmospheric capable. So there's that. And it has a survival kit. So we might do a little bit of refit on this thing today. See if we could at least get it to move and get it I don't know, operable. So I assume this thing has batteries. Okay, fully depleted in 2 days. One battery that's incomplete, possibly damaged. Okay, so we're doing okay with batteries for it to just sit here for a bit. I think what I'm going to do is push all of these buttons and see what happens. So this one says atmospheric thrusters. Okay, that makes sense. Am I supposed to be able to just drive this thing from back here or something? Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's the subgrids. That's the problem, but ion thrusters. Okay, I probably just turned off the ion thrusters. Hopefully just turn them back on. Yeah, I can't get this thing to go back up. Oh, hang on. There we go. You have to kind of turn I don't know that you could get in and out of here in atmosphere because I have to like look down and scoot in long ways. Yeah, let's take all the subgrids off and see if that makes a difference. Alright. Let's get rid of all these things. We're not using them in the dark here anyway. This thing is pretty impressive, though. I'm kind of sad that it seems to be so ineffective in battle, because it's got 4 turrets on each side on the top. Did it have more on the bottom? I think it has. Yeah, and I think it's supposed to be. I think they all just got destroyed. Yeah, so it has 8 turrets on each side. So 16 turrets. Which means the ammo from them probably fell out when this thing took damage. So, we'll see what happens. So, I changed some settings on the stream to hopefully fix that issue of the stream dropping periodically. Now, last time I streamed on Friday to a different channel, I did not have that issue at all. So, I'm hoping the settings change worked. The issue didn't crop up until after I'd been streaming for like an hour last time, so we'll keep an eye on it and see how it goes. Yeah, you'd think it would have enough thrust to go to at least move a little bit, right? Even if it was slow, like it should budge. Right? I mean, it's got enough thrust. Like, I should be able to push it down with that many thrusters at the very least, even if it was slow. So it doesn't have much forward and back thrust. It's got like 2 large thrusters in each direction, which isn't much, but I suspected it was the subgrids that were preventing it from really moving.
Inventory full.
Ow. That was weird. Okay. I might set up, if I can get this thing to move, I might set up a repair zone with the nanite thing, a thing I've never tried to do before, and move it toward the inside of the bay there and see if I could get it to get some self-repair going. I think that's all the subgrids. Actually, let me sit down and see if there are any more subgrids. Well, can I move it? Yep, there we go. So it was definitely the subgrids. Alright, so yeah, we are missing a couple of... Get out of my head. Looks like we're missing 1 entire front thruster. Let's see, there's too much. Yeah, we're missing 1 entire front thruster here. And I wish I had a blueprint of what this thing is supposed to look like. But it's possible that this thing could be my, with the atmospheric thrusters, this thing could be my trip to a planet. We could probably, I mean, it's got a survival kit in it and everything. We could probably take out some of these programmable blocks, things we don't need. Move some of these things out of the way. Put one of those small grid warp drives in here. So, I do like that it has these, like, little, I don't know, roll bar type things, roll cage things in the front that might have saved the cockpit a little bit. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get this thing over here without smashing into the mining ship. I only have 1 braking thruster in the front. We're going to hit the mining ship, aren't we? There we Alright, I think this is probably good enough for now. We can move it in a little bit more. Okay. Still can't close the door, but that's okay. I don't want it to get too close to the thing. Can I build a, let's see, area beacon? Allows for nanites to operate in a controlled space for deconstruction, projection, and... Okay, so I think if I build this on the same grid that the nanite thing is on... Do I need a lot of stuff for this? No, it's not that bad. Then it can weld up stuff over here. Where might be the best place to put this? I don't want it to be in the way. This looks like a fine place for it. I don't know what the area is of this thing. I also don't know if the nanite thing is on. Is it going to build this for me? It is on. That's good. Is it going to build it for me, though? It's fine. I'll get it. I think it might be time to get a better welder. There we go. I'm just going to leave it like that, and I think the nanite thing, I'll probably weld it up the rest of the way at some point. So, let's see, can I control anything about this? Highlight area, allow repair, allow deconstruct, allow projection. Okay, so we got 200 by 200 by 200, and we can offset it. Cool, so highlight area. I'm going to guess that this works like a... Oh, it's welding it up for me. Thanks. That was fast. I might be repairing that thing. Oh no, I haven't turned repair on yet. Hopefully it's not repairing it yet. Okay, so I probably need to show something on the screen. So I'm just going to turn everything on. Oh, it can... Oh, you can load blueprints into it. Oh, it is a projector. Oh, that's really cool. And then it'll just... project the thing. I had no idea. I've never used this thing. Okay, so... It's 200 by 200 by 200. Highlight area. It will show you the area this beacon covers. Mm-hmm. Okay. If I go out... Oh, yeah, I was going to say 200 by 200 is probably fairly large, so... Yeah, so this covers a pretty large area is what I'm seeing here. Maybe we should cut that down. I'm going to guess that this thing is probably... Oh, no, it's using 200 watt. I wonder if it's when you turn, like, if I turn repair on... Yeah, okay, maybe not. I thought maybe it would do, like, a... What I was thinking was that the amount of use, the amount of power usage would be, like, relative to the distance, but apparently not. So let's set it to, like, 100 by 100 by 100. Oh, it's a cube. Well, that makes sense. Oh, it's a... Oh, it is a cube where the bottom corner coordinates are 0. Also kind of makes sense. Let's see if we could do something about that. If I want this thing to basically be centered around it, the area offset should then be like 50 by 50 by 50, right? Except now it is way up there. So is it negative 50? Probably. because if it's starting at 0, we probably need to pull it in. So negative 50. These coordinate things never work out too great. So how far do we stick out the front? That's probably doable. How far do we stick out the back? Yeah, okay, so not too far. So the nanites aren't going to be traveling too far to do stuff, so. Alright, let's tell it can repair within this area. And, yeah, just repair. We can turn off highlight. Let's see if it starts to repair. Are we doing anything? Is it going to use up a ridiculous amount of power to do this? Wait, is it on? It is on. Okay. Nanite factory. Scanning blocks. Active nanites 0. Well, like with anything, turn it off. Turn it back on again. See what it does. And I'm just going to go back up here and start working on this thing. If the nanites start repairing stuff, that's fine. If not, also fine. So, I think... Does this thing have any sort of docking port on it anywhere? Like, how am I going to get more power to it? I don't think this thing is even designed to dock with anything, because it had solar panels on it and everything, so it probably was just intended to refuel. Yeah, there they go. It's fixing stuff. Nice. So, we need to... Does this thing have cargo bays on it? I'm going to go get back in the cockpit here and see if I get to see what's up. Oxygen tank survival kit. Turret. Okay, so there's a medium cargo container in there somewhere. 1, 2, 3. Small cargo container. Hydrogen tanks. I guess those are probably just for refilling. Yeah, okay. Can we actually show me... Yeah, I can squeeze a 1x1 in there, but I might have to get larger... I might want to transfer larger components in there. So, there's a medium cargo container somewhere. Show me where they are. We might be able to hook onto one of these 3 things. So, they are in the front. They're underneath here. That's what it looks like. Cargo. Is this one the other one? Yeah, so they're kind of behind the cockpit here. Hey, look at that. There's one right there. That's a medium cargo container. So, can I assume that with these Gatling turrets... Oh, wait, are these things large? No, these aren't. These are small, aren't they? Yeah, I think these are small components. Do I have any large things? This is a large thing, so if I put that in there... Yeah, well, it doesn't accept those. That's a bad example. But yeah, I don't think... but that's okay. At the very least... Oh, actually, you know, wait, hold on. I know what I should do. If I go into here and look at the other medium containers, can I transfer between them? Yes. Okay, so that's good enough for me. So we'll put a big port on there. And then that should be enough. Oh, I hope... looks like I was able to transfer between everything, so we ought to be good there. All right, let's scoot on in here and take out all this other stuff. I don't need 2 seats. We'll take 1 seat out. Yeah, you would think that it's not set to move things through the large ports, but I can move ammo. I can put ammo in that large container and move it to the turrets, and I can move between the 3 cargo containers. So somehow they are connected to each other. I'm not entirely sure how. I kind of want to go look. I don't need all these buttons. Stop. The button gets pushed every time I hit it with the thing. I don't need all these guys. I will keep this small cargo container. Yeah, rifles, ammo. It is fun that it's showing me a summary of how much is in there, but I don't want. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave these here and just turn them off, just in case I want to, what thing is this? LCD2? This is probably automatic LCDs? There's nothing in this programmable block. Okay. What about this one? There's nothing in this one either. That's weird. What is running all this stuff? Okay. Maybe nothing was running then. Maybe that was static stuff displayed on these screens. We'll never know. But yeah, I think we're good with the existing conveyor setup because, like you say, the ammo can move through the small ones. I can put large things in the medium containers and they can move between themselves, and that's good enough because I don't have to move large things into the turrets ever. Okay. So what I'm actually thinking is I'm probably going to jam a small grid jump drive back in here somewhere. All right, cool. So all the fires are out, so that's nice. Do I have any new options for small grid weapons that I could put on this thing? That would fit in the same spots as the... Am I grinding? I'm grinding a heavy armor block down. This is all heavy armor. Oh, man. Now I am... I mean, I get that this is a combat ship, but I am less inclined to take this to a planet now. I'm less inclined to think that this thing was, less inclined to think that this thing is actually planetary capable. So, I guess that raises the question then. What good is this thing? I wouldn't use it as a combat ship. It's way too slow. I'd have to probably strip out... It could be a spaceship. I'd have to strip out the atmospherics. If I strip out the atmospherics and put more ions on it, it could be a space fighter. You know, it could be a defense ship. Given how quickly the guns get destroyed off of this thing all the time, I'm a little concerned about that. That would mean we'd probably have to put some reactors on it just because that many ions is going to be an issue. I like how recessed they are. They're very protected in here. Yeah, I mean, you know, we could try it. We could put some big old ions on this thing. I mean, it has four large thrusters on it, so it may very well be atmosphere capable, and they're apparently on. So I probably hit one of those buttons when I was grinding it off. Yeah, I mean, we could try taking it to a planet. And seeing. I could set it to, you know what I could do? It has no... Oh man, what would happen? What would happen if I said... oh no, I don't have that ability, do I? I was going to say what would happen if I set its ownership to someone other than me, but I don't think I can do that in survival. Can I? I don't think I can do that in survival. Oh, I can transfer it to nobody. That's the only thing I could do. So what I could, if I really wanted to be mean and get my revenge on the Frockhammer for destroying my ship, I could aim this ship at the Frockhammer, get it up to speed, and then, where the hell is that guy? He better still be out here. There he is. Get him up to speed, and then, switch the ownership to nobody, and then I won't take any reputation damage, and he'll just smash into it, hopefully. I think I'd rather just have the parts, though, honestly. Okay, so we won't destroy it for now. Yeah, I almost feel like I'd rather build a more purpose-driven combat ship. Although, I don't know. I mean, it's all heavy armor and stuff. The only thing is the guns get destroyed so quickly. Heck, why not? Let's keep it. Let's keep it and put some more guns on it and see what happens. What sorts of additional turrets can I use here? Are the connectors... The connectors are on the sides, which basically means that only these things and the missile launchers, I think, can work. Because the other turrets... I just want to see what all these things look like. Let's see, the assault cannon can do it, but it's only on the bottom. The auto turret can do it, but it's only on the bottom. And then we have this guy. Oh, I didn't need to do all that. They can cycle them. Okay, so we can put these in. I should probably decide on a color scheme for this before I do this, but we can put these in. We can put these in if I wanted to do some rockets. It might be a good idea to have like one set of rocket launchers on here or something. The autocannon only has it on the bottom. I liked when they did that because it meant that these things, I mean, they take up the same hitbox, but they have a, like, not hitbox, but the same, actually maybe it is the hitbox, I don't know, but the same like build space, even though it really probably shouldn't. Like, they could have squeezed that into a 3x3. That this did not need to be a 5x5. But it only has the thing on the bottom, which I thought was a good trade-off until now, when I only have the thing on the top. Although, all things considered, look, this is running across the bottom here. Yeah, it's only the end ones that don't have it, so I guess I could. We could do this. We could take some of these off and, yeah, we could take some of these off. The missile ones won't work this way because the missiles are large components and they won't fit through the small conveyors. So, but yeah, we could put some different types of weapons on here. I like that idea. We'll just have to kind of grind some things out here. Let's not do that first, though. Let's do some stuff with these thrusters and see if we can get some more thrust going. I'm going to assume that this thing lacks any additional space for upward thrusters, we might have to squeeze some in along the top here. Like there's room for 4 large thrusters on the bottom because of the atmospherics. We could... Well, I mean, we've got this like central spine thing. It's very bright. Yeah, we could just take the central spine out, kind of, and just put a bunch of thrusters facing upwards. It's too bad they're using these. I would rather use either of the other models for the thing. Here's what I'm going to do real quick, is run over to down here and get better equipment. I want a elite grinder, an elite hand drill, and an elite welder. There we go. I was getting a little bit worried there. I guess I could probably make an elite rifle too while I'm here. Might as well. Alright, I'll get those in a minute. Okay, so the plan then is replace the missing thrusters. One giant large missing. I wonder how much. Can I squeeze my head in here? Probably not. What else do we think? 'Cause there's like 2 things right there. I bet you this is a broken conveyor. I wonder if it was redundant. I wonder if it was redundant or if it was like... Let's see, well, how's it going to be the best way to get my head in here? Nope. Let's see, I wonder if I can get the blocks put in place. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's take this one out and see if we could see what was behind it. Oh. This side looks different than the other side. Weird. I wonder if this had a... I wonder if this had a battery in front of it. Right? Because that's a... There's a battery jammed in there. So what was behind this? Can I see? How are these? Ow, half blocks. Alright, well. Okay, so that's a battery there. That's not the battery I was looking at from here, though, is it? No, that's a different one. So that's a battery there. That would mean on this side... Yeah, that's that battery there. Okay, so we're missing a battery from the front, and then whatever was behind that battery, we're probably missing some things, which means it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, then maybe 5 blocks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is the start of that battery. So really it should be... Let's just take all this out and see what we can look at. Wait, is that the battery I was looking at? Is that the side of the battery? Do these small grid batteries have... No, they don't have a... Hang on a second. No, it's not. It's that battery that's further back right there. So what am I looking at here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That battery should... How am I missing this? Is this just a different battery that's up high that I can't see? Do these batteries have indicators on the side? I bet they do, don't they? And that's how did I not notice that or forget that? Yeah, okay. So that is the battery I was looking at. All right, are my new tools ready? I'm going to need new ammo for that one. I'll keep this for now. Alright. Well, now that I've made a fool of myself for not remembering how batteries work, let's, they like that on the new ones too. The batteries. No. No, they're not. Oh, yeah, I guess they are. I guess because that would be this. Yeah, okay. Alright. They're just facing a different direction. That makes sense. Alright, so what I really need then is to be looking back like here-ish, because there should be another battery right there. Oh, there's a lot of batteries. Okay. Here we go. Here's what I need to see. Alright, so line of... If they just go straight across, that's good, because I can probably get the block placed, and then let the nanites just weld it up for me. I can't get... There we go. Yeah, and then we'll stick another battery right in the front. Yeah, okay, so how many back is that? That's like right before this black brace thing. Okay, so it might just be one missing. Yeah, that's probably just one missing. It looks like it goes to the cargo container there. Alright. Where's my small grid? Do I not have the small grid ones on here? Nope. Nope. Where are you? There you are. I'm not going to worry about the colors for now. We'll repaint the whole thing at some point. Alright. Hopefully, that should reconnect everything there. And then those batteries are good. I don't see anything else going on over here, so we just put in one more battery. Okay. And hopefully the nanite thingamajig will fix those up. I'll leave this space open in case I need to get in there and do it. Yeah, this is a weird... It's weird to have a ship with so many subgrids be like a thing that gets generated by the game and sent out with MES, but to each their own. Where am I? What was I going to do? Let me get some thrusters. I'm going to use... I really like these warfare thrusters. I'm going to use those. I might replace some of these other thrusters with warfare thrusters at some point. Alright, let's leave these spaces open for now in case we need to get in there. And let's make a... Or should I just stick with Gatling guns? Should I just stick with Gatling guns, or should I... Yeah, it's funny. It's interesting that they did this, because these Gatlings have a large grid, or not a large grid, but a large conveyor port on the bottom. So even though they ran the small ports along the bottom, they still had to drop down for these. I might just stick with the turrets. Just because. No, I'm not. I'm going to put at least one in the back. I'm going to put at least one something else.
Inventory full.
Fine. Let's see. I don't need you. Don't need you. Okay. Oh, good. They took that ammo for me. All right. Then let's throw in some of these, and then I could just put something on top of it. Okay. It's going to look very patchwork for a while, but that's okay. Let's see. Do we think something was there? Probably. Yeah, that was probably rounded. Rounded off. That part looks okay. We're going to want to fill this in. Assertive. Oh, he is not coming straight at me, but he is dangerously close to coming straight at me. I'm not going to worry about rebuilding that for now. Actually, that part doesn't look like it is broken as much. I mean, it's just missing its, like, loop-up thing. Alright, so... There we go, that's what I wanted to do. So we're going to put... Let's see, should we put, like, an assault cannon turret? That probably is going to look the least out of place. The auto cannon... you're going to see the yellow. It may not matter that much. Kind of, maybe I should put, like, autocannons on the front. And then Gatlings in the middle. And then assault cannons on the back. There, should we just do autocannons? I almost kind of want to raise it up one so it's the same height as these. Like, visually. Are any of these more... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, the... How much you shoot before they blow up. Oh, this is airtight. That's weird. Integrity, that was the word I was looking for. Integrity. So, what are the actual differences here? This No, between these two. Okay, this one weighs significantly more as just a block. Not entirely sure why. Okay, probably because of the large steel tubes. It weighs almost 3 times as much. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It is also, going along with that, significantly has more integrity. What else? Cargo mass, inventory, I'm not too worried about. Same range. Same... Oh, I can't see here. Because there's a guy coming in. Same camera, same... Okay, so this one... I gotta keep it on small grid here. Rotation is 10 to 90, whereas this one is 10 to 50. It can only go to 50 degrees. I assume that's to either side. Slightly slower rotation rate. Rate of fire is 2.5 per second versus 3.33 per second for the larger one. Reloads 4 seconds after 16 shots, reloads 6 seconds after every shot. I feel like overall, if I want to keep this thing nimble, I probably want to do autocannons just because they're going to be lighter and they're going to shoot faster. So let's just throw some autocannons on it. No sense worrying too much about it because they're realistically, they're just going to get blown off of this thing anyway. Alright, let's... Oh, we gotta fix another broken thing there. Alright, then the rest of these we're gonna go back to just turrets. I enjoy the simplicity of the design. I mean, what? Was this nothing under there? There might have been nothing under there, yeah. How can I target this spot? Can we put it... Again, boy, there's literally nothing I can hold the mouse against to... That is so weird. Oh, found one. There we go. These are not going to get fried. Okay. That, whatever that thing was that I said was coming in, that assertive thing, is getting dangerously close. There we go. I want to just make sure he's not coming straight at me. Let's take a quick look at him. He seems to be moving to the side a little bit. Yeah, he's not coming straight at me. Alright. Hopefully he's not like the ship from last week that I also thought was not coming straight at me and then ended up right on top of me here. That's how we got into this mess, was that a ship from LASP was flying by minding its own business, and one of these things went after it, and it flew really far out, like over 10K. For some reason, didn't despawn, waited a while, and then turned around and came back. And I was in here working on these lights, and I was trying to program these blue and green lights to turn on and off. And I'm messing with them, and they're switching colors, and then there's like yellow flashes, and I'm like, that's weird. I didn't program yellow lights. And I look, and there's just explosions all over the place. And so it turned out that that thing had drifted. It had drifted close enough that my cannon started shooting at it, and then the Frock Hammer sent one of these gunboats over, and that helped, but then it got stuck here because it has no ability to maneuver by default. So, all right, that thing is passing outside of our field of view, so I think we're good there. Nice, we got everything built up pretty fast down here. Alright, so let's talk about taking out these things. We don't need them. I wonder if it's worth...
Inventory full.
If it's worth replacing them.
Full. Inventory full.
Or if it is better to just seal this up. Or maybe put batteries or reactors or something in here. Like, is this going to be enough thrust? I honestly don't know. Let me clean some of this up. We should have thrust in every direction now, so I could probably go take it for a little spin. You guys got all this? Take your construction components. Let's see, are we missing any? I think we are still missing a thruster. This was a thruster, not a thing. Alright, let's make you one of these guys, because I like them. And you're good. You're good. What mod in the bottom left? You mean the HUD? If you're talking about the HUD with the circles, it is called... I don't remember. Give me 1 second. That mod is called... HUD Modern and Fancy Color. Modern and Fancy. And it just puts everything in the circles. If you're referring to something that was in the game that happened to be in the bottom of the screen at the time you said it, you're going to have to be more specific because I've been flying around and we have a pretty big delay because I'm trying to allow it to do closed captioning. All right, so I got 12 thrusters there. That might be enough. And there's 12 thrusters there. So we have 2 big ones front and back, but we only have 4 side to side. I see that as a problem. Side to side thrust is pretty abysmal. But let's see here. We have 2 hours of battery if we're moving at this rate. So not particularly maneuverable. Yeah, I'll probably have to throw some more gyros in somewhere. Yeah, the side-to-side thrust. Now, if I go up, that's not... I mean, no, that's still pretty bad. Yeah, if I was in a dogfight with this, there's no maneuvering. It's just get in there, shoot the guns, and probably just keep on flying in a straight line and hope you don't die. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, so much heavy armor. I would almost rather make a... I think I'm going to strip it down. Take it apart. I would almost rather make a... like just a dedicated cheap fighter that I could print off if I needed one. Please stop. Thank you. Yeah, I think I would almost rather make a cheap fighter, and that's way more maneuverable. This thing is, I mean, it's heavy armor. It is a big brick. It's just going to be, it's going to take hits. That's the thing. And I'm going to, every time I take it into battle, it's going to be expensive to repair it. I don't think it's not going to fit my playstyle, is basically what I'm getting at. I would much prefer to have maneuverable, cheap ships where I can afford to lose them. Like, whenever I have a ship that I don't feel like I can afford to lose, then I don't use it. You know, because I don't want to deal with having to rebuild it every time. So we're going to take this thing apart. I don't think I have any sort of nanites that can disassemble, so I might end up... that would take me a long time. But it's worth a try. Let me see if I can get nanites to disassemble this thing. So we got to change one of these out. Power upgrade, construction upgrade. What does it say? Cleanup upgrade. Life support upgrade. You know, we could probably take that one off. I could deal with sitting in a chair periodically.
Inventory full.
Seriously. Let's see. I don't know what I need for this thing. Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me when you said grind pit. It just occurred to me that I have a grinder ship. Why not just use that? What did I take off here? A life support thing? Let's put this back on. What do I need? Interior plate. Where is it? Didn't I have a cargo over here? Ow, it didn't give it to me. Give me the interior plate. I know you're making it. Oh, that's not it. There you go. Just need one. Okay. You weld that up whenever you get around to it. And that is good. And don't show it on the terminal. Don't show it in the toolbar config. Okay. You build that whenever you feel like it. Alright, so I might have to back this thing up a little bit. It's probably going to drift. So let's see. What's going to be the best way to do this? Let's build like a landing gear outside. And I installed this mod that just came out like a week or two ago with that fully retractable landing gear. Haven't tried it yet. But that is not for today. We're going to use this large mag plate thing, which I need steel for. Actually, this is probably way too large. Yeah, let's just do a regular mag plate. And we're gonna put it kind of like right on the outside here. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. We are going to use the gigantic thing because it will hold it away enough that I might not accidentally grind off parts of the base. So. Ah, so close. Okay. Back it all up. I get to show off the remote control stuff that I added last week, too. Look at all these outputs, all these screens here. This is pretty cool. Like, this would have been a pretty cool ship if it was... I don't know. It's a fairly well-designed ship. It's one of those ships that's like... It's technically survival ready, but it feels like a multiplayer survival ready thing. Where, you know, because there's the cockpit in the front and there's the 2 seats in the back. I can't even go up. You know, like you're going to go into battle and you're probably going to have support. Am I leaning? Am I touching the wall? Is that what's happening? Oh, I'm probably hitting the wall over here, aren't I? That's why the ship is rotating. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just smack into this. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do here. So, what do I have in here? Did I make that one thing not hidden? Oh man, you got stone in you. Okay, hang on a second. We need to just pull some things out of here so they get processed. Mr. Nanites can pull them back when he needs to. Okay. Disconnecting. And then we go over here. Hang on, let me turn my own headlights off. Okay, so we're on the toolbar for this. Alright, so we're locked there. Disconnect those things. Disconnect merge blocks. I put them a little bit low, that's okay. Gotta scoot up a little bit. Move on in, get these things to connect. There we go. Activated, and then run the script to... No, didn't work. Oh, I activated the wrong one. Stand by. I gotta wait for that to stop. Activate the script to disconnect this one. And then get out and make sure I didn't break these things. You're still attached, right? Oh, okay. Good enough. So yeah, I got a little script where I could do the these are the welders. Oh my god. I was so excited to show off that I programmed these things that I forgot that those were the wrong tool. Real nice. And I hit the wrong button again. There we go. Okay. Let's get out and grinder this guy. Everything looks like it's good over there. Okay. All right. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. We'll start at the back and go from there. I do like digging into other people's ship designs. Oh, hang on a second. I opened up I was trying to look up that mod, and I need to be able to see my stream settings here. Just to make sure that I'm not dropping the connection. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I love looking at like capturing modded ships, like ships that come in from MES mods and stuff, and seeing how oh no, it's repairing them. The nanite thing is repairing it as I grind it. Let me turn that off. You can just go ahead and turn it. Thanks. It's taking its time. All of this heavy armor is taking forever. Wow. If we had gravity, the grinder pit would have been a better idea. But this shouldn't take too long. It'll probably go faster than that big ship that I ground down. I don't know how many weeks ago that was, like 2 months ago. Can I get you out of here? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Anything here that's going to blow up on me while I do this? I don't think so. Actually, I don't have to hold it at all. I have a toolbar button that just turns it on. Now that you remind me. I'm hoping the ammo doesn't explode. I'm pretty sure that this thing will just suck the ammo into it when it grinds down the guns. Well, I guess now would be as good a time as any to take a water break. There we go. Gotta stay hydrated. There is a mostly unbuilt programmable block floating inside. Is this thing like... Hang on, what's the... Where's my... I can't see. Yeah, we are somehow like grinding the inside away. Well, I guess because I'm... Yeah, I'm so, the grinders are so far apart from each other. This would have benefited if I had come up with some way to put the like more grinders in a row, but whatever. This worked a lot better on a when grinding a large grid ship because they're both, you know, the blocks are bigger. Harder to get blocks stuck in between them. You know, maybe it would be more fun to have the nanite thing take this thing apart. I don't know how that works. It might be fun to try getting it to work. We'll see how quickly I get bored of this. So far, I don't know how many minutes I've been doing this. Several. And we've gotten through, like, we are almost to the survival kit. So, there is a lot. Man, there is a lot of... oh, I moved all this stuff into my cargo. I meant to put it in the base cargo. That was dumb. Yeah, there's so we've already pulled in all that, all those rifles. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to see if I can get the nanite thing to disassemble this. I don't know. I know I have to put a beacon on it. We'll see. I have to take one of these things off. We'll take the same one I took off last time, which I think was over here. Nope. Life support. And then we're going to put on the deconstructor upgrade. What? Okay. Name it properly so I don't get mad later. And toggle off, off, boop. And then the next thing we need is a beacon. Construction. Place these on grids to repair or construct them. Oh, please tell me that. Okay, good. There is a deconstruct. Then a beacon. Place these on grids to take apart. Now, I don't know what happens if the nanite thing, if the nanite beacon decides to split the grid. What does it do? I don't know. And I just went out the back door. So let's see. What do I need for this? I need a steel plate. Yeah, if we need to move this at some point, I don't know, but I'm just gonna put it right in the middle here. And I think I'm probably, for the sake of speed, gonna disconnect this. Oh, I can't fly it anymore. I took the back thrusters off. I can't. I would have to latch onto it and push it in. So, I guess we're going to have to wait and see what the nanites do. I'm probably going to keep on grinding the back and hope that the nanites will get to work. Let's see what this thing is doing. It's booting up. Construction, missing components. It'll get the components. Life support nanites. It shouldn't have any more life support nanites. Oh, no, it comes with a few. I think, yeah, max stream's 1. So maybe I didn't need to put a deconstruction. Yeah, because it just moves up to 4. Either way. Oh, I think we've... This might also take a while, if that's how fast it's going to go. Seems to be working, though. If it's going to take apart one block at a time, then I'm better off just running the grinder ship. Or is it repairing? It better not be repairing this thing. Did it just repair it? I think it did. Well, what is the point of view then? Do we need to be turned on or something? You are on. Huh. Yep. It is repairing. You know why it's repairing? I know why. Because this thing has repair and construction turned on and not destruction. Let's try that. It's always something with these guys. So now what's it thinking? Hey, welcome to the stream. Now is it take? I think, okay. I think it just took it apart. Yeah, you got here just in time for me to disassemble these autocannon turrets. Sorry about that. I tried. This is not a great design of a ship. I stole it from somewhere. Okay, so anyway, the nanites are hopefully trying to disassemble this thing, but they are going very slowly. And I think I'm just going to keep on grinding on it and let it also do the... That came out weird. I'm going to let it do its thing while I also just grind it down. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. I very much appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. So the nanites are very much like the build and repair mod, but they are more balanced. So I'll give you a quick tour while this thing is slowly taking it apart. But I have it. So this thing here is an area beacon, and it basically is like the normal build and repair. It's just like one by 2 by 1 block that you put somewhere, and then it does all sorts of things. The nanite factory requires a whole bunch of different blocks to work, and you can configure it. But this thing basically says the nanite thing normally only works on the grid that it's put on. So if you want to do ships and stuff, you have to have this area beacon, and it creates the area where it can work on other ships. The nanite thing itself is really large. It's 3 by 3 by 3. It's very slow, and it's very power hungry, like extremely power hungry. Whereas the build and repairs, you could easily just put like 100 of them on your base and power them. They're like 200 kilowatts each or something like that. I've got 4 reactors hooked up around it, plus, I don't know, like a large reactor somewhere. It's currently using 180 megawatts of power to do this. The amount of power it uses varies by what it's doing. So if it's not doing anything, it doesn't use much power, but it's using a ton of power right now to run these nanites. And then you put these upgrade modules on it to give it more nanites of different types. So it comes with like the ability to run like 1 block at a time so like for example, if I don't put any upgrade modules on it, it can deconstruct 1 block at a time. And I put an upgrade module on it. I don't remember which one it is, but there's a destruction upgrade module on it, which means it can do 4 blocks at a time now. Then there's construction, there's a projection upgrade, there's life support, which is cool. Like it'll fill up recharge my suit and hydrogen and oxygen and heal me, I think too. If I'm just floating near it, it'll send nanites out and just keep me alive. So it's much more balanced. Like it took me a long time to set up the infrastructure capable to run this thing, whereas like when I run build and repair, which I do use all the time, I'm not dissing it. I like build and repair, but this one is more like it's more. I say balanced. Like you can't just throw a ton of them on your base. It's a nice to have because it does mean that things eventually do get welded up, but it's a lot slower, and you have to really plan for it, you know, if that all makes sense. And the visual effects are nicer. Like these nanites it's just a nicer visual effect as opposed to like the colored, what are essentially like recolored missile trails that fly back and forth for the nanobot build and repair. So, yeah, I guess I need to make a new grinder, huh? Let's go do that while the, what do I need for this? I need some stuff. Yeah, it's, once you put, all of the, that was not the right size. That'll work though. Once you put all the upgrade modules on it, it's like 3 by 3 by 5 which is a lot. It's very large. Do I have the parts in this thing? Yes, I do. Alright, let's get back inside and rehook this thing up to all the stuff. Alright, this grinder should be called that. And it should be in the group with that guy. And it should be... What do I do for you? That. Okay. Alright, let's try not to blow everything up. Let me turn off. Believe it or not, my own headlights are pretty bright, shining out of this thing. And what is this guy? A torpedo frigate? He is not coming at me. Okay. Very good. Alright. Grinder's on. Let's maybe work off to the side and hopefully... No, actually, you know what? I'm hitting the wall. Let's work on this side. And maybe the nanites will just pick up some other stuff. The build and repair is definitely... The build and repair definitely feels like creative mode in survival. Like, you're just dropping blocks down and they just get built up right away. You don't need a grid anymore, you just paint the whole thing pink and in a minute the whole thing is gone. This feels more like realistic survival type. You know, if we actually wanted to run a nanite controller thing, it would theoretically use a ton of power, and this one does. So. So much so that if I'm not using it, I usually shut it off, because even the idle power usage is pretty high. I don't remember what it is, but it's pretty high. Like more than a megawatt. I have dabbled with, you know, people have modified the build and repair to make it cost more materials to build, and make it cost more power to run, and I think that's okay. There's one version that makes it require superconductors, and so you can't really get it until you've got a full-on refinery and everything built, and you found some gold. So, and then it takes up more. It uses more energy when it's running, so that it's not a. You can't just throw a ton of them on your ship, and it's like, yeah, I could just run around assembling everything, no big deal. Like, I think of, I don't know if any of you watch, the old, Wasted Space. What was that long series he did a long time ago? I think it was Uncooperative Survival, where he was out on Mars, and they had that hovercraft, the Doomba, and it just had tons and tons of build and repairs. Because in small grid, the build and repair is 1 by 3 by 3, 1 by 3 by 3, which is incredibly small. And he would just line them all up in this thing, and he could just drive around after a battle had taken place, and it would just suck up all the parts, just disassemble everything, which is cool, but a bit overpowered, especially since you could, there were ways that you could cheese it so that you could use the build and repair offensively to disassemble other ships. And one of the modified versions of that mod actually fixed that somewhat, where if you're using Darkstar's shields, if you're using Darkstar's shield mod, then it wouldn't be able to disassemble anything that had a shield on. You know, so give you a little bit more. You can't use it as offensively. I gotta make sure I don't split this thing, otherwise the nanites are gonna have trouble. There are 3 ships just about 4 kilometers away. It doesn't look like they're heading straight at me, which is good. I haven't pissed people off enough yet. I bet those LASP guys that attacked me last week are probably not too happy with me. Come back. Come back, block. Is that survival kit still there? I want that survival kit. Remind me when we get close to the front. I want to see how those cargo containers were laid out. Because it seems weird that they were able to talk to each other with the large end and still like be vertical. That's weird. Oh, Kerbal Space Engineers. That wasn't the series I was talking about, but that was a good series. I liked that one. Let's see, can we see them, or did I already get them? I might have already got them. No, they're further to the front. Where were they? They were like right around here. Let's just kind of drill into here for a minute. Man, this heavy armor takes forever. Okay. Let's see what these medium cargoes were doing up in here. Oh, come on. Alright, so AI control block, alright. Oh, there's just junctions. So this wasn't... Oh, I thought I was looking at a cargo container, but I was looking at a junction. And then the cargo containers are just in a row. That makes total sense. I'm disappointed in myself for not realizing that was the case. So. Yeah, so I could have put a cargo access. Actually, it's entirely possible that there was a connector there, and it just got shut off. All right. Let's go back to the back. How are those guys... Oh, please don't hit anything. How are those guys doing over there? They're still going by. We'll see. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is... I'm going to park this ship. And I'm just going to let them do their thing. I don't really need these components right away. I'm going to let them do their thing for a bit, and I'm going to go do something else. God, I can't drive backwards. My thing is not aligned anymore. Close enough. Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll just leave this. Hopefully, it is aware that this is a singular grid on a on a landing gear. It doesn't attempt to take apart the rest of the base. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. Like, is it going to shrink up this grid up to that thing? Because if that's the case, it's going to eventually disconnect from here. I probably should have thought of that. But, yeah, whatever. It'll figure it out. Okay, what other things around the base do I need to work on? There's so many things I need to get done that I've been putting off. I wanted to build a player-made weapon, and unfortunately, I stuck this ship there, or was I going to put it down here? I think I was going to put it down here. So let's do that. Let's see, I kind of need, though, to extend out the conveyor line to here, because I want it to kind of hang out off the side here. So we're gonna go. Is this heavy armor? Yeah. Oh, good. There's a bunch of rock here.
Inventory full.
Sweet. Where am I going with this? Where's the... So it's this one. But I want it to kind of run under the thing here. So I think we're going to just have
Inventory full.
There we go. We'll just take a couple of blocks out here so I can get access to it. Oh, wait a minute. Is it this row? It's that row, isn't it? No, it's not. No, it is not. Where is that? I don't know. Don't care. That must be just sealing up against the wall. That's fine. Should use the grinder ship for this. Are we gonna run into issues with that? No. With the doors. We will not. There we go. That's where I want to end up. So apparently I can hold... What was that? 5 heavy armor blocks at a time? Something like that. Oh good, these are light armor. Alright, so then I think we're going to put a... Are we going to ruin anything going up that way? All that's up there is the turrets. They should be good. So we'll put a junction in here. And what do I need to build these things? Steel plate. Give me a bunch of those. Okay. Should be good. And we're going to run conveyor tubing, I guess. I guess we'll do it this way, not that it matters. Let's see, that's a T-junction curved. That's what I want. Except I want it... Do I want it to where you see it there? Or do I want to do it that way? Oops. I think we're going to do it that way, so you won't really see it. Don't know why it's making me click twice. Is it because it is... Oh, I wonder if it's pulling it out of the... you know, that's a... I just realized that when the nanite thing is on... So when you have the nanites and you have Izzy, inventory manager, you have to... can't talk and type at the same time. You have to lock the nanite control facility so that Izzy can't take things out of it. because the nanite control facility pulls things into itself and then sends them to the nanites to send out. So if you leave Izzy, allowing Izzy to pull things out of it, nanite control facility will pull in your components, and then Izzy will immediately take them back out, and it won't do anything. So normally that's not a big deal, because when it's building, it pulls the things in and then immediately sends them out. But when it is like deconstructing and stuff, it'll collect things inside. So now we can just move these into another cargo container, and it can go ahead and send them wherever it's going to send them. There we go. That's why I was having to double click. Was that why I was having to double click? No. It would have been only if that was coming from another... I have no idea. Who knows? What is this little thing showing me? Nice. I love watching these nanites, though, even though they're so slow. I could put speed upgrades on them, too. That's the other thing, and they'll go faster, and then they'll just do all of their work faster. So you could basically say, like, you could say, like, hey, I want to put 8 construction upgrades on it, and then it will just be able to do more blocks at a time, but the nanites will travel very slowly. But once they get there, then they'll do 8 at a time. Or you could put, like, 8 construction or 8 speed upgrades on them, and then they will, like, you know, they'll be able to do 1 block at a time, but they will zip back and forth really fast. So you end up trying to go for a bit of a balance with them. All right, let's fill this back in. And these things, as I mentioned, I can't fit a lot of them in me, so I'm going to hold off on welding those up for now and just wait till the nanites are done, and then when I set the nanites back to the other mode, they'll just they'll weld those up. This is going pretty well, actually, all things considered. Too bad there's no, like, there's nothing really juicy in here. Is one of these turned off? I can't quite get the gyroscope 7 is on. I don't know. It'd be funny if one of them was, if a bunch of them were turned off, and that's why I couldn't actually turn. But okay, so we are going to do. I have not thought at all about what the design of this this weapon is going to be, and I think I might actually go out one more block. Do it like this. We'll see it from the back. Go out one more block and then go up just to give it a little bit more clearance. Yep. There we go. And then we'll come up with something cool to put under it so it's not just sticking out, but that's what it will look like for now. And then we'll get a rotor on it, an advanced rotor. That's the... Oh, I forgot we got a big old 3x3 now. Advanced rotor. This is the... That's only for small grid. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Is this going to be far enough out for what I want to do? It probably is. I want to put some of those... I don't remember what they're called right now. Long distance shooty. Rail guns. That's what they're called, the long distance shooty boys. That what I wanted to click. Wanted to check. I wanted to get a small rotor head on there. Okay, good enough. Although I didn't at all pay attention to which side was the front of this thing. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to do this. And we're going to do this by typing well. So I probably need that thing still there. So that's the life support nanites topping me off. So let's see. These things have those things on the... Well, that's not bad. So what I could do is do one of these. Let me think about this. No, let's do a hinge. I don't need full range of motion on everything. Let's do a hinge on it. And then I put this completely backwards. 180 is in the front. Oh well. Does not really matter. Which way? That way. Alright, so we'll put a hinge on it. And then upon the hinge, we will put one of these, if I had some stuff for it. What else might I need? I think that's probably it. And then we will do, yes, one of these. And for these are, okay, so they do have a port. Wait, do the little ones have a port on the back? I can't tell. They do. Ooh. What did I don't remember which direction I faced this, but that gave me an idea. Oh, hinge, weld up, please. Come on. Oh. Hit the button. Okay. Let's move you to... somewhere around here. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so what I'm thinking to make this ridiculous is, oh, I can't, because this doesn't have the, ooh, it could though. It could, because we have adapters. Let's see, would I want it to be wide or forward? I think we will do, out of all the things that I could have done. Okay. For reals. That. And then... shoot, where's the... Is that one of these? Nope. What are you doing? There we go. Okay, sorter, junction. We're in the wrong group here. Frame, junction, curved, medium, cap, sorter. Here we go. Conveyor, converter. So we could go... We could go so stupid with this, couldn't we? Oh, we could go so stupid with this. We're going to go stupid with it. If that's okay with you all. When you see my vision, you will understand what I mean. That was wrong. Hopefully when I see my vision, I will understand what I mean. Nope. There we go. All right. So here's the vision. Let me weld this up so I can make sure I got the vision right here. Too much? Probably too much. Is there such a thing as too much? No. Here's what's going to happen. I want this thing to be the one-shot kill. Like, this thing is going to fire. If it doesn't destroy whatever it's shooting at, then we deserve to lose. Basically, that's the goal. All right, so this is going to cost me so much in. This is going to cost me so much in terms of ammunition, but I don't care. Let's see. I guess I didn't really need that. I could have done. Okay, where's the? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that these things have ports on the side, and I didn't really have to do this way, but it'll work nonetheless. All right. Do we think that is enough? Or do I continue doing what I was thinking of doing a minute ago? Thanks for trying the lurk command. I had a chatbot that was supposed to respond to lurk and Discord and things like that, and it has for some reason forsaken me. So I don't know what happened to that. Try to get that fixed up for next time. All right. It's probably enough. I'd say maybe just one, maybe just two more. You know what's going to happen is the next time we get attacked, this thing is going to take one hit and just get severed from the base, and all of this work is going to be lost. That's what's going to happen. Oh man, yeah, that was a long trip today. Take it easy. All right, I think that's probably going to be enough slugs. Do they count as slugs? I think, yeah, railguns shoot slugs, I assume. Yeah, it should be enough. Okay. All right, who's going to weld this all up now? Have the nanites stopped? Have we stopped? All right, well, either way. A couple more things we got to do here. We need to put a camera on it. We might... Now let's just do it in normal camera, because I could probably slot it in... let's see, it doesn't need full field of view, right? It just needs to be pointing in a direction. Just needs to raycast, right? Oh, I'm probably going to armor this up anyway, so we'll just stick the camera. Well, if it's way out in the front, it might get... I don't care. There we go. Camera. Then the other things that I want to do is get some spotlights on it. The nanite thing better weld this all up for me, because I am not going to be able to get in there and weld all these myself. There we go. Okay. Spotlight. 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 Legally required to say the name of the thing I'm putting down. All right, then I'm probably going to put a little bit more armor on that at some point too, just to kind of fill it out a bit. But let's put a... let's name these things, and then let's put a controller block down. So this is the rotor for the PMW, and then this is the hinge for the PMW. Let's go drop down a controller block for this. Let's actually go in this door. Need to make those stairs at some point. All right. I seem to be walking kind of like the game feels a little bit soupy to me. I wonder if the wonder if I need to run a cleanup. There might be a lot of stuff floating around out there now that I think about it. Might be worth doing a little something before I end for the day. You are probably broke. Let's... This nanite thing is really temperamental. It likes to say things like, oh, there's too many things to weld, so I'm not going to weld any of them. Oh, I got to at least weld up that camera, though, don't I? Name you the camera of the EMW, player-made weapon, and then I should be able to set up that, whatchamacallit. All right, so the elevation, the azimuth is the rotor, elevation is the hinge, the camera is the PMW camera, and it's going to be all these rail guns when they are built. Can I change the names of all of these real quick? Okay, I'll get them out of there, get them out of there. Oh, I didn't rename those Gatling turrets that I had to rebuild. I also meant to set up a script to balance... Hey, the nanites are doing stuff again. Set up a script to balance the ammo in all of the turrets, because I don't know that some of the new ones have gotten ammo. Got kind of distracted. Alright, so that thing should be all set up. I hope you are going to weld some things up and not just charge me up here. Hurry up. There we go. Alright, are we bothering to do anything with anybody else here, or do I need to come back out and grind this down? What are the nanites up to today? All right, you are missing components. They're flying out. There we go. They're building the PMW. Okay, cool. So they got the components they needed, and they're building my weapons. Which, now that I think about it, is odd, because didn't I tell the nanite thing to turn off construction? Yeah, repair and construction was off. Yeah, well. Do whatever you're going to do. As long as you're building. And as long as you're not... Because what I was doing before was I was trying to grind this thing down, and it was rebuilding it as I went, and that was no good. Alright. This is looking like it might do some damage. Can I make this thing idle move? That would be cool. It's not going to swing around and hit the base, is it? Oh, I hope not. I think it might. It sticks out awfully far. Sticks out more than one block. Well, hopefully it won't be an issue. This is ridiculous, and I'm realizing now that it may actually, the force of all of these things shooting may actually damage the hinge. So we're probably we're gonna want to do like a test shot here at some point. Yeah. Yeah, we might want to change this might want to change this design a little bit. But let's see, I'll see if I can help it a little bit here. Okay. Didn't quite give me everything there. Yeah, it'll fill in the rest. Cool, cool. I could get some of these. Oh, did I put heavy armor on them? Oh, shoot. That was supposed to be light armor. That's okay. I was going to do light armor on the inside, heavy armor on the outside, but that's okay. Cool. Cool. Looking good. Should be fully functional at this point. Let's make some ammo. And let's see if we can do a test shot. Let's see, what does this thing take? It takes small railgun sebo. I assume this is large grid, I assume. Yeah, using railgun small. Make me like 10 of those. No, you're not. It's the wrong assembler. Make me like 10 of those. Oh, you're disassembling. Stop. Make me 10 of these. Okay, there we go. We got one at least. That means if I have one, I can tell Izzy's inventory manager to make me more. Let's see, we want these to go out as far as we can, but intensity does not need to be that bright. That should be okay. We can make them red, actually. That might look cool. Yeah, that looks cool. Uh-oh. Okay. This torpedo. I thought this torpedo cruiser had stopped moving, and that's usually a sign that it's like actually going after something. So that kind of scared me a little bit. Okay. Let's see. What do we have in here? There's a couple things we need to adjust, don't we? Hand drill 3, that's fine. Ammo. It's trying to disassemble that ammo. That's fine. We have more metal grids than we need by a ton because of all that heavy armor. Medium caliber ammo, that's okay. Reactor components, ultimate. Where is the sabot? Solid plate, physical paint gun. Medium, that's not medium caliber ammo. Hacking chip. What is that thing called? Physical paint gun. Communication, rapid fire. Small railgun ammo, here we go. Let's say that we want... How many are on there? I don't know, but let's say we want to have at least 50 of these at all times. That should help. Okay. In the meantime, though, I could load each of these with one of them, probably. Or are they already loading? Oh, they're already loading up. Cool. Oh no, some of them can't load. No, wait, that can't be. Why can't I go to this one? That seems not good. Did I mess up on one of the... Oops. I might have messed up on the port alignment on one of them. Oh, why? Who's taking things out of the railgun? The railguns are pulling from each other. Not cool. Look, I'm putting one in there, and it's like pulling it back out. Maybe I do need that script that auto balances the ammo, because this is just not... they're not cooperating. Take 2. I feel like if I can get some into each one, then they won't pull from each other. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so why can't I... Which one are you? Which one did I not correctly attach? This one right there. Okay. Let's get you some ammo. Who's got some extra? Here you go. You got a ton of them. Oh. He grabbed his own. Cool. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, we're not going to hit anything straight ahead of us. I'm going to fire this thing, and just to make sure it doesn't blow itself off the stand here. And then we're going to call it a day. So, let me get into a position where I could kind of see what's going on here, and I'll hopefully not get hit with anything. Okay. Connect to there. Give me all the rail guns, which should be that. Okay. Ready. Here we go. Okay. It recovered. It didn't... I don't think it damaged itself. Yeah, it didn't take any damage. So we'll just have to crank up the braking torque on this thing, I guess. I assume that's this. We'll just add another 0 on it. Yeah, I think that's... that'll work. Now I kind of want to see if I could hit that torpedo Corvette. Well, I'm not going to try. Cool. So that works. I don't think there would be a good way to prevent that from happening. It's basically always going to do that, and then it'll just kind of recover. Hopefully that doesn't mean it's going to miss every time, because that would be unfortunate. That would be unfortunate. Why is this thing still here? Why are we not grinding this thing down, Danites? Tell me your secrets. Invalid targets. Well, that's not good. Possible targets, 0. Well, no, there's a target right here. It has a... This thing is still powered. This, no, this thing. No. This thing. This thing? This thing, this deconstruction beacon is still here. It is on. So, deconstruct already. What's the firing range of these things? The max targeting range. What is that? Turret controller. You can set the range of this thing, can't you? Aiming radius 800. Okay. Do not target rockets. Do not target meteors. Not that there are any. Do not target characters. There aren't any. Enemies, yes. That's all good. Okay, that's all good. Alright. Cool. I don't think these all have ammo in all of them at the moment, but... yeah. They were not the best design. Not the best design. Alright, nanites, why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you doing anything? I'm going to turn you off. Turn cleanup off. Turn life support off. And you guys... Okay, you're using 20 megawatts. No targets. But we're scanning. Are we scanning, though? We don't seem to actually be scanning here. There we go. I think this thing has like an issue where after it's been running for a really long time, it gets slower and slower and slower. That's my theory. I don't know if it's a good theory or not, but it's what it seems like. Definitely, as the base gets larger, it takes longer to scan. That part makes sense, but the base has not gotten significantly larger since the last time it was on. There have been like 30, unless it's trying to scan that thing, which it should be. But so now you've scanned. There's invalid targets. Scanning again. That's what it does. It just loops on the scanning. Yeah, the one thing I never quite understood about the difference between the nanite control facility and the like the build and repair. The build and repair is so fast at finding blocks that it needs to act on, and this thing takes a really long time. And I don't think this is by design. Like there's things in here like the ridiculous power draw and the speed of the nanites, like all that stuff is to be more realistic in survival. I think the scanning is literally like it is slow. It takes a while for it to go through every single block on the grid and figure out what its status is and if it needs to do something. I don't know why that's so much slower than build and repair. But I'd be totally fine with the slowness if it actually worked. Like it scans all the blocks and then it's like invalid targets. So maybe I just need to call it a day, shut it down, and next time I open it back up, it will be working again. It is filled with stuff, but not filled to the brim, so that's probably not the issue. Let's move that all into here. And maybe that will help. I doubt it. Alright, let's just turn on those things for now. Maybe that'll be okay. I'll let it run one more time and then I'm going to call it a day. Thanks everybody for watching. This was probably my most interacted with stream that I've had in a long time. Almost got to double-digit views, which is super exciting for me. So I appreciate everybody stopping by, and especially appreciate the folks who chatted in the chat, and the folks who subscribed and have been subscribed. Love you all. And I will probably be back on Wednesday. Oh, it's doing stuff. It's just keeping me alive. It's life support. I got too excited. What is this neutral signal? That's a beacon pod. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm just going to go sit in this chair so that this thing doesn't keep doing this. They're still doing it. That's okay. Anyway, thanks everybody. I will be back on Wednesday, hopefully, with more Space Engineers. And I'll see you all. Yeah, I have to really work on a better ending. But thanks everyone. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.